Good afternoon, Prynhoundar. Welcome, Croiser. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's having a good day. It's lovely and sunny here in my little part of Wales. I've just been out, well, I've just got back from a nice long hike up in the mountains. Just generally sort of feeling like spring is here and hopefully the worst of all the lockdowns and such is behind us. Let's hope so anyway. Today, this video is going to be part one of three. I think I'll probably do it as three small videos rather than one long one. Just going to talk a little bit about the mercenary events and my personal sort of recommendations for scoring well, and I'll get into that in a little bit. It is only recommendations as with anything else, but just points to consider or what I would do. I do have a few summons to do, so I may as well do those. Let's see if we get any luck. It seems unlikely, but there we go. We have Kaiji. I think I've already got Kaiji. At least he's an event hero, so he's better than a non-event hero. And Victoria. That was disappointing. I don't have enough coins, so we'll do one more. The last time I did one extra one, I got Blunderbuss, so it really paid off. Not this time, though. Never mind. There we go. So here we are. So I also have my weapon assembly workshops is working. 3-star there, great. And 4-star there, that's a bit better. I do have a few of those Tris Vector things, but it's good now. I can sort of start making sure they're all leveled up, and feeding the other 4-star guns to each other and so on, because you do need to feed 4-star guns into 4-stars and so on. You need to spend some metal. Actually, being as I don't know about everybody else, I got given a free VIP pass for 30 days. I was like, ooh, so I may as well upgrade my farms a little bit more. I didn't rush to upgrade my farms because, as you can see, my food storage is full and fills up fairly regularly, but I probably should have done. And that's just going to mean I should probably also get some, do some building. I definitely need some antidotes, so let's just make some of those, use up a little bit of the food for a moment. So on and so forth. All the sort of little base maintenance stuff, which is worth doing every day. Not terribly exciting, so I won't show you any more of that. Anyway, we're going to go on to the event. Now, I haven't actually started the event. Now, the mercenary event has only just come out. What I will say with Puzzle Combat is that there are a lot of events. I like one every weekend. By the time you've got the challenge event, the mercenary event, the alliance event, and the master weapon events. So that's 4 weekends out of every month. And obviously most months have only got 4 weekends in them, which means you're just pretty much working, it's really hard to build enough battle items and keep ticking over and sort of compete in every event. So sometimes you sort of have to rationalise it a little bit and think about what's going to be your best bet to get a reasonable score in a reasonable place. The mercenary events are always the Jungle Showdown. This one is a green mercenary event. As you can see, I did the first one earlier on. I'm going to redo it. Basically, I didn't know what colour this event was going to be, so I just used the team I had last time. So this time I'm going to be taking a red team because it is a green set of mobs. Now you'll see my red team I am going to set up. The beauty of a mercenary event is you can take your most powerful heroes right from the start, and that is really useful. You don't need to take weaker heroes. Now, at this stage, I'm not going to be taking superior medical kits. I'm definitely going to take shot grenades. I'm not going to take any of them. I probably won't bother with antidotes. I will take some small charge drinks. I will take some... To be fair, because speed is important, I will take some health kits rather than bandages. This gets to be an issue later on, because which I'll talk about in a second. Actually, sorry, I'm just a little bit off topic. I will take... probably just take some tranquilizer darts, because sometimes you end up with one random enemy you just want to pick off in the very early stages. And I will take the attack boost, which is one I personally like, but I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. So here is my my team. I'm not sure why my weakest hero has got my best gun. That seems a bit of an odd thing there. I can't have it up anymore, but let's actually swap it, shall we? You have that one? No. I thought, oh, put it out of the way there. Never use that bit of screen now. Right. Not sure what happened there, but there we are. So there is my team. Now, you will have noticed, firstly, you will have noticed I took Blunderbuss out of the team. Now, at this stage, there is a reason for that, and that is because the red tile damage with 5 reds is so high that it's almost, that Blunderbuss's boost is not worth the chance to miss. Every red tile will destroy a green enemy. So there's no point in having blunderbuss as well. Whereas if a tile misses because of blunderbuss, it can really just sort of mess up your timings and everything else. So early on, I would say don't take blunderbuss. Take sort of low-end battle items, plan on not using them. It's only 2 world energy for these missions, so it's often worth replaying them. It's often cheaper to just replay them until you get a really good board than it is to take really heavy duty battle items to try and make sure you get through it really quickly first time and things. Rely on the boards would be my advice for the first bits. Anyway, that said, let's give it a go. So like I say, I've got my team, I've got all the bits that I think I'm going to need. I probably won't use, hopefully won't use any of them anyway. Certainly won't need them to do it. Okay, so straight away, boom. Hopefully here you'll see what I mean about the red tiles. Bam, 2 died. No point in having blunderbuss when your tile damage is that high on its own. Blunderbuss is it's just not worth it for the chance to miss at this very early stage. Heroes like blunderbuss come into it later on, and that's why I sort of talked about there will be 3 parts to this video, because I think that the mercenary event needs to be approached roughly in three levels, in pretty much like you would think of the standard challenge events. You have your sort of easy, medium and hard. And the first 10 or so levels are easy, then you have 10 or so mediums, and then 10 or so hards, although they do blur together a bit, the lines blur, and whichever heroes you have here and there and everywhere else can make a factor. Now, that wasn't amazing, so I will replay that one. It was reasonable, but because the tile damage is very high, but it wasn't super quick. This will hopefully get me off to a better start, although still could do with... See, it's the downside with going mono. I mean, there's possibly even an argument at this stage for trying not going mono, but like 4 and 1 or something. But I would genuinely suggest that mono just means your tile damage is so high on your red tiles that it means you win everything. And speed is not too bad, really. Particularly as, again, I'm using my most powerful heroes, so their special attacks just finish everyone in one shot at this stage, a very early stage anyway. So there you go. It wasn't so fast. But like I say, just it's cheap for world energy. You can replay it quite a few times. If it doesn't go well, you can just auto farm it. I do that quite a bit with these ones. I don't always play these out if things start going a bit wrong. Often I'll just go, oh, okay, there we are, move on. So this will be a lot better, so I can just hit this, boom, this will kill all this wave, and then I've been a couple of lovely little combos here as well. I'll use my medikit on him just to boost his health back up to full. There we go. Can't see how many seconds that is. 34. 61,000. So that I know is a good score for the first mission. So there you are. So that is sort of, as I say, this is part 1 of this video, and I will do 3 videos on it rather than 1 long video. I would recommend this approach, wherein you take the most powerful red heroes in this case, but whichever event you're on, to begin with. Now, the other thing you may notice is I'm missing a healer, and that means that I do have to take those health kits that I've got down the bottom just to help me out if any heroes get a bit wounded or whatever, just boost my scores, because I haven't got a healer. That said, there's no risk whatsoever, I think, at these early levels of them getting killed. I literally don't think the mobs could do it. Probably even if I just took like Thrasher on his own, I don't think they could kill him. So the danger is very low. Really, this one's more just about the speed and getting some good combos going. And that's pretty much the same for the first 9 or 10 levels before it starts getting a little bit more tricky. But I would recommend this, again, I would also recommend this sort of range of battle items. The poison darts are really good if you've got one mob just sort of gets, normally one on the edge of the screen, and you can't get any tiles to hit him, and you're just going on the bosses, and you don't want to waste your special skills and whatever else. It can just knock them out straight away, so just take them out. It's also, I find the beauty of the tranquilizer dart is it's not... it doesn't use the same battle items as an awful lot of the other really important combat items. So you can sort of build a few of them quietly on the side when you're short of the bits you need to build, shot grenades and flame bombs and all the other things you really want. So let's just have a very quick look at the next level, and then we'll leave it there. Now the mobs do change, yeah. So you got this one, you've got obviously red and green. So the red tiles will still be good against the red mobs. See, there we are. Just because I've got 5 heroes, even though there wasn't the attack boost I get with green, against green enemies, the red tiles were still powerful enough to just finish off red mobs with one tile hitting them. So the power of the tiles is really high, and this is again as I sort of keep mentioning, why I wouldn't recommend taking any hero that increases your chance to miss, even if it boosts your power in the first like I said, first 10 or so. And you can see how quickly and easily that was done, even though this isn't going to be an amazing score. Just really makes it quick, simple, straightforward. And as I say, this should carry me through till about mission 10, and I want to sort of save my what do you call it? My better combat items, my more powerful combat items for mission sort of 11 to just start moving on to medium ones, 11 to 20. Occasionally use some powerful ones there, and then on the last few, again, be a bit selective. But it gets more expensive in terms of world energy to keep you playing the last ones as well, which can really make it costly, particularly if if you're trying to compete in all of the events when there's one basically every weekend. Anyway, hope there was something useful in there. Please do remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this video. If there's any questions anyone wants to ask me, please just drop them in the comment section. I will try and get back to you. I know that I am not... I'm not necessarily very quick at getting back to people. I always mean to be, and then I get sidetracked by real life and so on and so forth. But, if you do want advice or anything else, please do chuck it in, and I will try and get back to you. I normally manage it eventually. And yeah, that's it. So thank you very much for watching. Look after yourselves. I hope everybody's doing well as spring is coming, and hopefully lockdowns are easing up and all the rest of it. Take care of yourselves, and just remember, may death come swiftly to your enemies. Take care, and goodbye.